Okay, a quick review on the idea of wanting to do something and wanting to have something. When we want to do something, we manipulate the verb at the end of the sentence. And it's a case of dropping and adding. So if we say, ko en ni ikimasu is our sentence, I go to the park, but we change it to I want to go to the park. We're going to drop the mas, and we're going to add tai and des. And you have to have the des in there. Takarane, this becomes ko en ni iki tai des. Many of you were quick to see that once you change this to iki tai, that it ends in an e. And you are right. Once it ends in the E, we treat it exactly like we would treat any E adjective, such as big or little. So for example, I don't want to do becomes ko en ni ikita kunai des. With that kunai, just like we would say oki kunai. If I wanted to do it, ko en ni ikita kata des. So just like with an E adjective, we've dropped that final E and added our kata and des. I'm going to make sure that des is underlined. It's important too. And if we didn't want to do for our final one, ko en ni ikitaku na kata des. And again, kuna kata des, just like an E adjective. Key thing to remember here is that if we are using the signal O, it is really good to change that signal O to ga, but only change the O. Don't change other signals. Just the O is going to switch. We also have the idea of want in that we want to have something, and it's always to do with an item. So when we do this, we think of item, ga, ho, shi, des. The key thing to keep in mind is the idea of holding the item in your hand. Even if it's really big like a car, we're going to keep that idea that this is a thing you could holding the item in your hand. So, or as I like to think, could you go to the store and get this item off the shelf? If you can't hold the item in your hand, then you're not using hoshi and you're probably doing want to do. When we look at hoshi, we can see that this also ends with ides. So just like in the Thai, we can have hoshi des, hosh kunai des, don't want it, hosh kata des, and hosh kuna kata des, didn't want it. So for example, lots of students tell me they don't want homework. And if you're saying you don't want homework, do you want to have homework, like have it in your hand, or do you not want to do it? So to have it would be shukudai ga hosh kunai desu. But I don't want to do homework would be shukudai ga shitakunai desu. So before you choose between hoshi and the Thai desk, ask yourself, do you want to hold it in your hand or see it, or do you want to actually do something with it? And that makes your choice. So if you don't want to have shukudai, it's shukudai ga hosh kunai desu. Doesn't mean you're going to do it. Just means you're holding it. I think most of you would probably rather go with shukudai ga shitakunai desu. A quick review of want to do and want to have.